What is going on, players and player haters? It is Robbo here from the Robshow, and we are doing another Dota 2 Hero Spotlight. Today we are going to be playing a more difficult hero in Pudge. Do you even Pudge, bro? Because I can Pudge. So I'm going to be showing you how to Pudge, and I'll teach you how to Pudge. Teach you how to Pudge. That's what I'm going to do. So from watching this video, you should know how to do basic. I'm trying not to use the word pudge anymore. to basic pudge, no. To just basically run your mid lane game with a pudge, how to be dominant, and how to use Dendy's build to effectiveness. I've actually got a guide set up here that is the way that Dendy plays, and if you know who Dendy is, then you know that he is a beast when it comes to being pudge. So yeah, basically we're going to head off to the middle lane and tell Razor to get out of our way, and we are going to get on with it, I suppose, is probably the best way to start. And I'm going to be showing you how to get your angles in right for hooks, and also when to hook, why to hook, who to hook, and all those lovely things that you need to know when you are Pudge. So yeah, we're in for a great show. So rule number one of laning in the middle is always go in, you get your last hits, you get your denies, and that is the essential part to laning. If you're laning somebody range, this can be difficult if they're pushing you. Fortunately at the moment this sniper's not, so I'm pretty much getting free reign to deny and get last hits, which is always nice. Usually in competitive games that does not happen, unfortunately, so you're going to have to time your run-in denies a lot better than what I'm doing. But you know, that being said, middle lane, all about denies. Make sure that you get your denies in first. Denies are more important than last hits, in my opinion. So if you ever have a choice between one or the other, I always go for the deny. Because you'd rather get, even if one of your creeps just kills off one of them, you know, at least you're denying XP for him. So yeah, definitely the way to go. So yeah, the main reason that people play Pudge in the mid lane is essentially because if you get hooked from the bot or the top, from the jungle or somewhere like that, it's actually not that hard to get back. There's a lot of ways that you can walk back, but in the middle, if you get hooked, especially over that river, there are not many ways to get back. It is a long way to get back. And if we're following them with Rod, they just drop. So what I want to quickly show you now is just the build that I've been going with in terms of skills. As you see, a massive fail hook come in there. Pro as. Yeah, the basic build that I've gone for is I've put skills into mostly hook and rot. I put skills 1 and 3 into rot, and 2, 4, 5 into hook. And with level 6, I obviously got my the ulti, which is good because it's actually a disable. So you can yeah, really shut down those nukers and stuff like that when you hook them in. It's important to pop your ulti on them because you don't want to get stunned, you don't want to get big damage into you, and that's really essential. So I'm going to go for a hook now. These are the sort of angles you want to try and get as Pudge. I'm just having the worst luck so far, but basically you want to try and hook them somewhere where they have to go a long way between they either have to go through a tower or they're going to have to go all this way down here through the forest to get to this section here, which they just have next to no hope. I was looking for the rune there, unfortunately I went top, but he doesn't know that, so he's got no idea where I might be. We'll go for the hook here. Here we actually got him for once. Now you do the old-fashioned block, you use the body block, you get the rod on, and he's dead. Didn't really need to use my ulti there because he just doesn't have, you know, a blink, or he doesn't have an escape. He just basically has his range and whatever, so once he gets in close, Sniper's dead, really. Like, let's be honest. His ulti takes ages to get off, so I have no concerns there. So yeah, just basically hook him in and just rot, and the 20% slow that comes with the rot is enough to follow him, kill him, and you get your first kill. And now's the time that I want to start looking out and getting some other kills. But that's basically how you should use a hook. I'll show you a couple of other hooks as the episode goes on. But yeah, you really want to use all these skills together. Hook, rot, or hook, ulti, rot, in that order. That way they can't get away. No, sorry, hook, rot, ulti is what you want to do. I'm going to try and... Oh, I tried to go for Lion there. I might pick up a kill though, because yeah, he's dead. No hope there, because Chaos Knight was just so low on health. See if we can get Lion running away with the hook, which is another great use for it. There you go, he's as good as dead. Great use for the hook when somebody is getting away. You just have to... When they run into the darkness like that, it's a little bit difficult, but you sort of have to predict where they're going to be roughly. As long as they're not trying to juke you and like running around and stuff, you should be able to get an easy hook. So yeah, easy hook back from Lion. Double kill, 3 kills so far, no deaths, which is always a good way to start the game. Okay, so what we're going to see here now, just quickly, is I'm using Rot to get down Sniper, who was getting away. I already wasted my hook. It was a bit of a fail, so I didn't really want to put it in the video. But I was using Rot, chasing him back to base, and I knew I was going to die by the tower, so I kept Rot on. As soon as he was dead, I could have stopped it and just hit him and then taken the tower death, but that would have been gold for them. So you keep it on. If you're really low health, Rot can also be used to commit suicide, because at full strength it is doing 100 and something damage a second, so it's really, really important to try and use that to get your denies. Deny yourself. So here we can see another example of me using Rot, obviously in a different game, but you can really use it to melt those nukers early on. Lena, if she gets up enough XP, can be a real pain in the ass later on in games, so it's always good to try and get some early kills on her, and just hook her near the tower. Tower does half the damage for you, which is always a bonus at these early levels, and then after that it's just open season. Just got to follow her down with Rot, and then get the last hit on her, and you're as good as golden. So as you can see at the moment, I'm getting chased by Dragonite from the top. You should never follow a Pudge this far back into his own area. I've got backup. He should come any second. Is he going to come out? Yeah, he's trying to get away. Get the hook into the darkness. Just predict where he's going to be. And, well, my allies take care of the rest. But I was actually considering, while he was chasing me, trying to hook an ally towards me, which is a pretty awesome way of getting some backup. But at the same time, it's... and there we go, a hook trying to save Earthshaker, and dead. It's a pretty awesome way to stop a one-on-one fight if you don't think that you can take him. I didn't think I could take Dragonite 1v1, so I was thinking about hooking in maybe Earthshaker or VS just to help out, but you have to have a good relationship with your allies, because otherwise they're not going to be too pleased if you hook them in and they die. Yeah, not too pleased is probably a polite way of putting it. They're going to be pissed off. See if we can get a hook here on Lena, which we do, and she's dead. She's got no hope. See, it's important against people like Lena to use that Dismember, because you really don't want her getting off any spells. It's just you're just a one-man show, really. When you're using Pudge, if you can see a nuker on his own, just take him down. Simple. Hook and Rot does most of the damage. Then you use your Dismember, and really they're not going to get anything off. So we've got a couple of chances to hook here. See if we can get somebody. Fishing, but missing. But we probably weren't too far away. But yeah, there's a number of different ways you can use hooks. As I said before, you can hook allies to bring them in to help you fight. Hook enemies to stop them getting away. You can hook enemies to bring them in closer. You can initiate with it. You can also hook allies to save them. Hopefully I'll show you an example of that at some point. As they're getting away, I'll go for the hook, but I accidentally saved Chaos Knight. That's okay. When you're playing Pudge, nobody gets a perfect streak with hooks. It's near impossible. You're going to miss some. Just make sure that they're not that embarrassing that they get put on YouTube. Because, yeah, that can be embarrassing. I've had some embarrassing ones. I might actually put together a little video of my fail hooks from making this episode, because some of them were pretty bad. Let's see if we can get somebody here. There we go. instant kill. See if we can get somebody else. See if we can hook Razor. Nah, out of mana anyway. But yeah, that's just a number of the different ways that you can use hooks. They're just so versatile. So good for initiating, so good for defense, so good for saving. And I'll be building towards a 4-staff soon as well, which is another great way if they're in tight and it's hard to that was a fail. If you're in tight and it's hard to get an initiation going, you can use the 4-staff to push them out. Because you got to remember, a 4-staff isn't just for you. So yeah, use it to push them out of the pack, have them go flying out into the open, and then from there it's just the simplest thing to do. All you have to do, just hook where they're going to be, and it'll be all good. So yeah, I got my 4-staff now, so hopefully I can show you an example this game of using that. Okay, so at the moment, just getting a hook in here at the bottom, get a quick kill on Sand King, and I'm getting away, but I'm taking a lot of damage, and this is when you have to time, there you go, time the rot right, commit suicide, as you can see on the left. That gets rid of all the gold that they would have got, and it's just really a pain in the ass if you're on the other team. Nobody gets the kill, and you know, they don't get as much experience, so yeah, a real smart way to use rot. So I know it wasn't exactly a good dive and whatever, but I just thought I'd put that in there just so you could see me deny using rot. Another important thing to get on your build is phase boots. As you can see, I just died. Come back to here, bottom, Razor's going against a creep, hook him in, and he's got nowhere to run. Can't use my ulti because he's out of range, but he's pretty much dead. Hopefully I can get a hook off. Cooldown in 2, 1, and go for the hook. Ah, fail. Epic fail. But I did want to show you how to use boots, and I'm going to die here as well. Most likely. I do have 4 staff, so I might be able to get away. Let's see if I can get... Oh shit, no. I thought that I was on a different part of the map. I thought that I could zap down that cliff there, but I think I'm going to die here. Yeah, here we go. Stupid death. But, God, that's embarrassing. Oh well, but that's what can happen if you get too greedy. I thought I had Razor beat. If I just landed that hook, things might have been different. But, oh well, what can you do? I think we might call that an episode. So I've been Robbo from the Robshow. Thanks for watching, and stay classy, San Diego.